Hi, I'm Sangwa from Eason Music and welcome to another episode of EMTV. In our last episode, we explored the differences between a python skin erhu and a synthetic skin erhu. And if you're interested in that video, please click on the link below. So today we're going to talk about the difference between a starter grade erhu and an erhu that costs about 10 times as much. First, what makes an erhu a good erhu? So in my opinion, the three most important things that determines whether an erhu is good or not are the wood, the snake skin, and the expertise of the erhu maker. So of course the strings and the bows and the rosin, they all affect the tone of the instrument to some extent. But these three things that I talk about, well, after you buy the erhu, you cannot really change it. Well, I mean, you cannot change the wood, you cannot change, well, you can change the snake skin, but it takes it's a lot more hassle to do that, and of course you cannot change who makes the erhu. Okay, so today I'm comparing my trusty Shanghai Rosewood erhu with a Ming Qing old wood erhu by Ming. So let us first talk about the wood that each erhu is made of. The Shanghai Rosewood erhu is made of rosewood, okay? And rosewood has different qualities, and the rosewood that is used to make this erhu is just maybe starter grade. And as you can see, this erhu, they dyed the wood with reddish color, reddish brown color, and also they added a layer of varnish to it. On the other hand, the Shanghai Ming Qing wood, the finish is natural. There's no varnish and there's no dye to it. Okay, what actually is Ming Qing wood? Okay, Ming Qing wood is actually wood that's very old. It is said to be harvested from old houses and furniture that is from the Ming Qing era. So it is supposed to be really old and dense wood. So you know what they say, the older the wood, the better it is to make instruments. Secondly, let us look at the snake skin that's being used on the erhu. Firstly would be this Shanghai Rosewood erhu. As you can see, the scales are pretty small, and okay, I'm not a total expert on snake skin, but it's pretty obvious if you put it side by side. One snake skin is has bigger scales, and the colors is more vibrant, and the scales are pretty uniform. Thirdly, let us talk about the makers that make the erhu. Okay, this Shanghai Rosewood erhu is made by Shanghai Dunhuang Yun factory, and it's not indicated which particular maker made this erhu. It's probably by one of the craftsmen in the factory. They have lots of craftsmen in Shanghai Dunhuang factory that makes erhu. Okay, and this erhu is actually by Ming. Okay, Ming started making erhus about more than 10 years ago, and he studied erhu making under the famous erhu maker, the late Wang Gensing. So throughout the years, he has actually won numerous erhu making awards. Okay, let's do a sound test for the two erhus. First, I'm playing this Rosewood erhu, followed by the Ming Qing erhu. you can hear, the Ming Qing wood erhu sounded much richer, warmer and deeper. And also the high notes on the Ming Qing erhu is very much clearer and louder, as evident when I play the D scale. Although the Rosewood erhu sounded much better than the Echo erhu in the previous video, it really pales in comparison to the Ming Qing wood erhu in all aspects. Well, I'm comparing two extremes to give you an idea of the difference in tone between a starter erhu and a performance grade erhu. The difference in tone quality between erhus of similar quality and price range might not be so apparent. So if you're buying an erhu from us and have identified a few erhus around the same price range, feel free to ask me if it is worth spending the extra bit of money just to buy something that is slightly better, and I will give you my honest opinion. Thanks for watching and see you next time.